my name is Erica Gilliard, and I am representing the Gethsemane Youth Auxiliary right here in Columbia, South Carolina. On July the 30th, right here in Columbia, we're going to be having a youth day down at Finley Park starting at 3 o'clock p.m. We're going to be giving out school supplies. We have vendors. We have the group K4C coming all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. We also have Miss Anya Dixon, who is a psalmist who's going to be performing for us. We also have Psalms 100. So come out, join us, and now we have Miss Teen Columbia, Alexis.
Yes, I'm Alexis Mitchell, your Teen Miss Columbia, Miss Black South Carolina. Join me in my project and bring toiletries for the girls in foster care.
Hey everybody watching us on Facebook Live. Hey guys.
Nothing. Cause it's like my phone be tripping, child.
It's time for an upgrade probably.
No, this is upgraded. It's an SE. They made these because they didn't. Some people were complaining about the 7s are too big, so they made that one for the people who wanted a 7.
That's a Samsung or an Apple?
Oh no, it's an Apple, honey.
Oh, well, that's probably why it's
Oh
scratched.
no, see.
You're not an Apple person?
Girl, no.
Let's get her.
I mean, I'm really not either.
No.
Hey, AC. I
Hi,
hate,
AC.
hate.
You hate Apple products?
Oh gosh.
I don't. I do not hate.
I do
Apple
love
products.
my MacBook though.
Yes,
That I
my
love.
MacBook.
I do have that. I love that.
Oh, okay.
The phones and stuff? No.
Sure.
We're ready.
Oh, I got on one now.
No. I knew you were going to be wearing one.
Stop. To come to an end, cease to happen. The denoting one or more people or things already mentioned or assumed.
Move that thing, Dave.
Complete.
Tell you this every time.
Move it, David. Stop. Stop the silence.
I did the show the other week, Friday
Stop
at 9
the
o'clock.
silence.
They asked about Stop the Silence. I thought that was cool.
Oh, word. Well, hello, everyone. It's Ebony Dixon, the baby jumper. You are listening to Stop the Silence, where we give a voice to your written words.
Hey, everybody. It's Tamika Simmons.
She's so special.
And I'm so excited about this week's
Right.
show and guests.
Right. She's like a triple,
amazing
quadruple, fifth
threat.
druple threat. I don't even know how to do the 5, but the 5th druple threat.
Fifth Drupal?
Hey, that's going to be a word today.
Yes,
we're
it is.
stopping the silence and we're
She
making
is
up
the
words.
Fifth Drupal
Right.
threat.
We got Tiffany J in
J.
the building.
Hey, girl. Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Doing well.
Good.
It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
You're like so busy, and
I
for you
mean-
to grace us with your presence is just absolutely amazing.
I mean,
Ain't nothing but a schedule pencil in.
listen, that's right. Just
We're
just
just
move
a
them
schedule.
things around. Just
That's what you do when you're a
a
Drupal.
Fifth druple. She said
threat.
druple.
Okay.
Anyways, Tiffany, for those who do not know about Tiffany J, tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Tiffany J is an inspirational soul artist and personality. In the artist form, I believe that I present a soulful approach to melodic art. And I am also an entrepreneur. I am a self-esteem advocate. I am
girl
just
creator.
Yeah, I'm just a
Professor.
regular girl. I'm an
Graphic
instructor.
designer,
Just in case somebody looking, I ain't no professor. I'm just an instructor.
author, songwriter.
I mean, just everything. Recording
I'm just
artist.
an all-around artist or
Yeah.
creative.
Right. Okay, that's
Love it,
what's
love
up.
it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So you got a lot going on, boo.
I do.
And that's a good thing because we always see you out there doing things, helping people. You even helped me out for my parents' 45th anniversary.
Yeah, that was so.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah,
She did a
like,
singing
she
gram for them.
cried.
It was like,
Yeah.
it was beautiful,
Her
man.
dad was so
I know my mom was
emotional.
like, you know, so it was really,
Yeah, it was
really
great.
cool.
Speaking of Miss Martha,
She's wonderful. Mom, why you, oh,
Amazing.
there she go. Hey, mama. I was about to say she ain't chimed in yet. But yeah, so how you're a songwriter
I am.
and a singer. And how long have you been writing songs?
I wrote my first song at 14.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
What was that song about?
It was called "It's Over Now." Kind of cliche, but
You was mad at
you
somebody?
know, well, no, it was a gospel
teenage
song.
love.
Like,
Oh,
"The
okay.
Storm Is Over." I was in
okay.
a gospel group, so
Okay.
that was the first song I wrote for our group.
And what was the group called?
Eternal Voices.
I remember
Voices.
that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
She was just telling me that there's been like 15 members since they started.
I said it was 7.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard
Like
15.
total.
Right.
4 to 7.
Yeah,
Okay,
we were
cool.
like 4 to 7 people.
That's awesome. So I always like to ask people, where do you find your inspiration?
Life and what I want to be life.
Explain that. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
You know, I write from either things I've experienced or things I want to be experiences. I can't really, well, I haven't written from a standpoint of just something totally fictional that I have no interest in.
Right. Okay,
So-
that's cool. Is that something that you would be interested in doing one day?
Sure, if somebody hires me, I don't back down from the
Listen.
job.
We're talking about for yourself.
Oh,
For
myself.
yourself.
I don't know. I don't know yet. In my mission, I'm to inspire people to dream and be. So I'm kind of
Yeah.
based on what I know for myself, I can deliver through songwriting.
That's what's up.
So how much?
Oh, no, you go ahead.
So how much of your personal life experiences do you bring to your music?
Well, I don't necessarily. Okay, so I bring them to the music,
Yeah.
but I still cover them up. So I might uncover my truths while I'm still,
Hiding?
hiding the true meanings of them. So I use a lot of cliches and similes and
Okay.
innuendos and stuff like that.
Like you could really be talking about Bob, but you say
Exactly.
Jerome or something.
Exactly.
Or you say something about some coffee, but you really talking about Bob.
That is so.
Yes,
I have a
coffee.
song called.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be called Morning Coffee. That's coming
Wow.
out. And it's
about
basically about coffee versus orange juice.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, listen. Can you tell us a little bit about coffee and OJ?
I don't know.
Let's talk about this
I get
coffee.
the words of the hook, since this is a writing show.
Right.
The words say, a cup of morning coffee you are, a great start to a new day. But tomorrow, just maybe I'll leave the hotness alone and take a sip of some cold OJ.
Get your OJ ready, y'all.
But that's all I can say about that right now.
That is so awesome. Hey, everybody. Thank you guys
What's
for
up,
tuning
Dwayne?
in on Facebook Live.
Yes, we're sitting here talking to Tiffany J.
So,
Whoop, whoop. Also known as TJ, also known as Tiff J. These are
Also
just,
known as-
this is just
Like,
some-
I couldn't tag you on Instagram. I was like, what is your Instagram name? And why can't I find
I am Tiffany _J.
That's what it is.
That's the only one
I
that's
was
like that, because
TJ's
this girl.
Element. I was like,
I do
what
have a
is it?
TJ's Ellis Instagram though, but this girl that ain't
You see
posted
the
like
eye roll.
4 years has I am Tiffany J. She only has 3 posts, and I reported her like 10 times.
Wow.
So I'm not really gonna get it until I trademark my name eventually.
What's up? Are you
Everything else is I am Tiffany J though.
right? Are you in the process of doing that? Trademarking your name?
AC
I
era,
begin and then I don't. So I need to be.
consistently doing that.
Yeah, I need to
Put your name by yourself.
I mean,
be. Yeah.
Let's stick to Tiffany, huh? I see you coming over here for me.
I'm not, though.
Oh, okay.
I could.
But I'm not really sure what their policies are, because she's like inactive and has been for like 4 years.
Did you ask the trademark attorney we have in the group?
Who is that?
Is she?
You said a name? You have to. I thought you said is she?
No.
Oh, you have to tag her and I'll ask her. Well, in your
Stuff
group.
She posts, yes.
Okay.
Sorry, Sierra.
I missed it.
Okay, so
I'll tag. I'll
Group is
post.
this?
yeah, ask her. Huh?
Which group is this?
Self-assured woman.
Oh, did I get I got
You're
no.
already in there.
No, I went there and it said that you haven't joined yet or something.
Did you really?
I did. I was like, well, I guess I was what's the
I
word?
added you,
Rejected.
I don't know reject. I reject, but I don't reject people I know. And you can't let everybody in.
That's why I had to call you. No, I'm just playing. Why I called you.
Why you haven't come back?
Oh, wow. This is what we're doing. Everybody's saying they're getting late notifications. I'm sorry, everyone. I don't know what happened, but you're here now, and thank God for
And
that.
that's all that matters. Better late than
Mommy.
never.
Hello, sister-in-law. Hello,
sister-in-law.
Sierra.
Hello, Sierra.
Yeah. Oh, I got to get Dwayne on here, too. Dwayne, I'm going to get you on here, too.
Who's Dwayne?
Dwayne Indiglo. He's a rapper, but he also has something called Fly Right.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I know Dwayne
WRITE.
That's how I know him by
okay.
Indigo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back in my holy hip hop days when I was a singer, though.
Oh.
Holy.
I thought she was about to bust a rap. I ain't know where she was going with that one. I was like, I ain't heard that. Oh yeah, we were trying. Listen, that's when I discovered I need to just stick to poetry. Okay.
With Holy Hip Hop.
Oh yeah, you talking about the
Did you hear it?
What was it called?
I don't remember. Did you hear it?
My
though?
King Tour? It's called That's My King Tour.
I don't remember. All I know is that I am not a rapper.
No, I didn't hear you rap.
Look at me, people. I am not a rapper.
It's on my bucket list.
But you got bars.
Rap?
Release a rap song.
Okay, that's what's up.
Do that.
Completely rapping.
Now you finna drop some bars. Listen, we're gonna put the OJ on hold for right now and the morning coffee, and we're about to hear Tiffany J.
Oh no!
Drop some bars.
Rap bars.
I'm not a
got
great
it.
freestyler.
You can do it right now.
Come
Oh,
on.
no,
It's
I
in
ain't-
you.
I can beatbox for you now.
I'm really not about to embarrass myself.
You're not?
No, not at all.
I guess that was a wasted beatbox.
It was. You know what? That was a good one, though.
Thank you.
That was a good one.
Thank you. I've practiced ever since the Fat Boys. I mean, they were my inspiration.
Oh, wow.
NT Ways.
The Fat Boys?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. Yeah, I had to go way back to where it started. The seed was
I
planted.
hear that. I hear
Yeah.
that.
Okay. NT
So,
Ways.
back to our guest. Morning coffee and OJ.
I thought we was leaving that.
I see. I had left that at the beginning of the segment, but she
That's
wanted
just
to go
something
back.
that's not out yet.
Right. So soon come. Y'all stay tuned because you're going to hear more about that.
I'm excited.
She's going to explain it.
So there's more to the Tiffany J brand than what we know you for. You also are a partner in a t-shirt line. So how do you find time? And I apologize. The song playing was Patiently Waiting by Tiffany J.
That's right. And she was patiently waiting for you to say that.
waiting for me to tell you guys that was her song.
That was her, y'all.
It was so good.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. This is live, no outtakes.
That's right.
So how do you manage, right? There's all this conversation about balance, and I don't even know if balance really exists, but you know,
Right.
there's this conversation that you have to have balance. But a young woman like yourself who has so much to offer and doing so much, how do you really find balance and the time to manage it all?
That's a hard question. If I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed with something, I have to prioritize.
Okay.
And then at that moment, if something isn't at the top of the list, I might have to let that wait
Oh, sure.
for a moment. A good example of that is grad school. I was in grad school solely for myself. I wasn't in grad school to get promotion on a job or anything like that. But I had so much going on, I couldn't keep up with my studies that I would have liked to. I'm kind of an overachiever. So, you know, regular grades don't really do nothing for me. So if I can't excel at it,
Right.
I don't need to do it.
Right. So do you have certain days of the week that you devote to a certain element of your business, or how does that work? What's a day in a life like of Tiffany J?
No day is the same. I
No
don't
day is the
have
same.
a day dedicated other than my teaching schedule. Nothing else is consistent on a weekly basis or a daily basis. One day I could be doing graphics, then I could be coming doing a radio interview at Stop Silent, and then I could be going back home and streaming my show, which I'm not tonight. But I could be going choir rehearsal.
Right.
I could be going out of town to sing at a wedding. You know, it just varies. It depends on where I'm booked, then how many clients are ringing my phone up to.
That's good that that you have so many different avenues that you can
yeah.
be, you know, participating in instead of just focusing on one thing.
Right.
I feel like in any of our gifts or talents, there are just so many avenues we could take. Like
true.
we don't have to just focus on the music or just focus on writing.
Right.
There's
Right.
just so many other things.
And we
Well,
got
if I-
lots to give too.
Well, if I can say, I guess my first venture to entrepreneurship was my graphic design business. But I call that business currently my teenager in the house. I don't necessarily have to watch over it or nurture it as I have to Tiffany J, because it's
That's
still
good.
kind of
Right.
an infant.
Right.
So
good. I like
I
where you
put in
put
the
that.
work. You know, I put in TJ's Elements work to where I don't have to grind or heavily promote that business
Right.
because I have consistent clients.
Right.
But with Tiffany J, I'm literally only almost 5 years old. So, you know, I have to put a little bit more work into
Right.
Tiffany J, that brand, than I have to with things that are more established. So I really can't multitask that well. But if something can go on in the background without me looking over it 24/7, I'm good.
That's what's up. I think that we all aspire to do that, to have
yeah.
something that can be working for us, and we don't necessarily have to work it as much.
Yeah.
Right.
That way we can move on to the next thing and grow that, so on and so forth.
Right.
So speaking of your show, it's called Evolving with Tiffany J.
Evolve. with
Evolve.
Tiffany J.
Okay.
Yeah, my album is called Evolving.
Right, okay.
But the show is called Evolve. with Tiffany
Okay.
J.
So what came first, the show or the
album?
The album.
The album came first. The show was, I really was just on this kick of growing type thing, and I wanted to kind of continue that.
Yeah.
Right.
So the show came afterwards.
So tell us about your CD, Evolving.
Evolving. So if you look at my CD cover, which I don't have right here, but just imagine.
Imagine.
So the word evolving, I represent the first 4 letters capitalized, uppercase letters. Those first 4 letters backwards spell love. The way that I present the letter O, I present it with the heart. So the album is about growing through love, whether it's talking about loving yourself, loving other people romantically, just humanly, just growing through love. That's what the album's about.
That's dope.
So what was Patiently Waiting about? Was that about you're waiting patiently about something with you, or maybe
No, that
a
was
fellow?
pretty clear. That's
That was a
patiently
little
waiting
fellow.
on a man that's gonna do what he's supposed to do.
Right.
Like that's what that song's about.
Things are hidden, but
That's
some other
It ain't
things-
no orange juice and morning
things
coffee.
are like clear.
Right.
But that was one song that started as a poem.
Okay.
And I wrote the poem, I screenshot it, and I posted it on Instagram. And you know how you have those spammers that like an old post?
Right.
So one time the spammer liked the post of that poem, and I was like, I read it, and again, I was like, oh, well, let me see what I can do with this. So I put the words to the poem into verse form, and I just created a simple hook to it. So that's how that song was birthed.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to get into your tips, ma'am.
I mean, I feel like I should.
Well, go right on
It's
ahead.
my time.
It is your time.
So tonight, everybody, we are talking about Amazon bestseller status and why it's not what you think. And I apologize for being bad cop up front. Okay. So, because there's so much conversation about, and people aspire to be Amazon bestsellers, but I want to kind of dig into that just for a little bit. Okay. So the first is that it does not really add much value to your brand. Right? Because here's the thing. A person becoming a #1 best-selling author on Amazon, that only exists in the Amazon space. Outside of that, being an Amazon bestseller is not nationally recognized like some of these other lists. Second, it's too easy to manipulate in order to rise to the top. Here's what I mean. A simple title manipulation, getting a bunch of folks to buy your book within a certain time frame can shoot you up the charts, as well as choosing the right category or sort of maneuvering that just a little bit to make your book stand out in a category. That will also cause you to climb up the Amazon charts. Now, doesn't mean that the content that you have to share is valuable. It just means that because what you did happen in a short amount of time, you're automatically going to rise to #1. Right? So very easy to manipulate, not necessarily anything related to your content. Third is that there are other bestseller lists that you should aspire to be on, those that have more credibility, those that carry more weight in the literary industry, not just on Amazon. I'm talking about New York Times bestseller list, Washington Post, USA Today. All of those are nationally recognized bestseller lists that if you are serious about being on one, those are the ones that you should aspire to be on. So Amazon bestseller status is really not what you think it is.
Sorry, Amazon.
I love Amazon.
Right.
I mean, all my books are on Amazon, but I got to get people, people need to change their mindset and sort of swing out of that.
Right.
And swing out of that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So, segues into what? You're working on a book.
I am.
That's exciting. So tell us
It
about
is. The book is titled "It All Starts with Me: An Interactive Guide to Discovering Self and Loving It." It's not a biography. However, I tend to use a lot of life experiences.
Sprinkle of you in there.
Yeah, because I can't really, tell people something I don't know. So I push my points through my own experiences. So, yeah.
That's what's up.
I love it. So, and when will that be released?
August the 15th.
Hey, that's right around the corner, people.
Isn't that exciting?
It is.
It's going to be a huge event. Right?
Yeah, the event is on the 19th.
Right.
At Truth of Columbia, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Everybody's welcome. It's free, but come and buy a book.
Come and buy
At least
several
get a
books.
book or so.
Yeah.
So what do you hope for people to take from this book?
Yeah.
I want it to be life-changing for somebody. I guess my journey to self-love, of course, came from the opposite of overcoming self-hate. But I don't like to dwell on the negative so much.
Right.
So I'm pushing toward the positive, and for people to understand that there's just one of them. Like, nobody, I tell myself every day, nobody can do me better than me.
Right.
And if people understand that you're the only person in your lane, but everything in your destiny is up to you. Like, you have the power over your decision making. You have the power of the people who are in your life, regardless of their family. Like, you can tell family, like, you can see them just at the cookout, right? Like, for Christmas, like, if family a problem, then put family to the corner,
right?
But like, I just hope somebody can find themselves in the book through my storytelling of me finding myself.
Awesome.
Can you tell us about that experience of finding yourself?
I think I went back and forth. I don't think I started the journey to self-love till I got to college. So I spent my whole childhood, teenage years depressed with low self-esteem.
What, did something happen in your childhood?
I can't say something happened. I contemplated suicide 3 times in my life. The last of which I was 21. But I don't know. I've always been very quiet. But a lot of stuff be going on in my head. So, yeah, malfunction.
Yeah.
But nothing per se happened other than, the whole, oh, you fat type things. What kids say is kind of painful and hurtful.
It is.
So, I went through a lot of that type of verbal abuse from peers and from some family too. So it kind of shaped my mind into me seeing what they saw.
Wow. So what do you say to a young woman today or adult woman who is experiencing that same level of verbal abuse from their peers? Like, what do you say to that young girl?
Well, first, you aren't going to be able to be accepted by anybody else until you accept yourself.
Right.
And once you look in the mirror, when you see all your flaws, good example. I had my Beauty UR boot camp this weekend, and one of the women, she was a Caucasian lady, but her daughter was mixed. She came to me and said, yeah, she, is a little insecure about her birthmark on her shoulder because it's really dark. And I was like, I got the thing for that. I have a huge birthmark on my leg. So I was like, I got that. So we were in the bathroom at McDonald's, and I had to take her while I was just washing my hands. I had on shorts, I think. And I was like, you like my birthmark? And then she was like, oh, I have one too. So, it's just simple things. And, yeah, we're going to let the music play.
What can I do? What can I say? That's awesome. That's awesome. And that's good that you were able to help her see that it's really not a big deal, because we do so much. We focus on so many things like that really, in the grand scheme, it doesn't really, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter.
We have our family where the white spots. I can't remember what it's called. Something Vago or something. We have that runs in our family. And my niece, Desiree, I don't know if you've seen her. She used to have a really huge one underneath her nose and on her face and stuff. But it's not as, I don't know what happened to him. Like, after that white spot, your nose. But I don't think she ever really felt, unless she just didn't verbalize it.
Right.
But I was like, I'm getting them on my legs and stuff too.
Right. My mom has freckles on her ankles, but my family has, I don't even know if I have any right now. like huge moles. Yeah, I have some.
Oh, yeah.
But when I was in middle school, I had one up under my eye.
Yeah.
And we had a coral clinic outside getting something to eat, and the kid was like, "You have a bug under your eye," and like I was like, "That's my mole."
Right.
Like I felt so hurt.
Yeah.
But they fall off and they grow in other spots.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I think it was over here, but my aunts and my mom, they have bigger ones than I do, but they have them on their necks and everything. But yeah, it's things that we label as flaws that we tend to pay so much attention to, but that's what makes our, makeup unique.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think I've learned a lot about stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
If I was ever to have kids, I would want to encourage that, to love on everyone.
Right.
Listen, elementary school can be hard. Middle school, all of that, it's just like people just, they see your flaws and they just pick at it, and it makes you pick at it, which creates all kind of other issues.
Yeah. I wish there was like some way we could sort of change that whole element, that whole conversation. That's why I love to see outspoken little girls that are just so bold and they'll say whatever comes to their mouth. Like, I love that because I know that hopefully when she grows up and becomes a woman, that she'll take that same sort of boldness with her into her adulthood and into her relationships and all of that,
Absolutely.
But we just, I don't know why our brains, and I was asking this last week because I was having a conversation, this is off Sunday, I was having a conversation about why people were afraid of their success. And many people said it was because of the household that they grew up in, that they were somehow programmed to think negative, think bad, think that they weren't worthy. You know what I'm saying? And so how do we, but that's something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that, because that's heavy. That's like, how in the world do you grow up in an environment where that's all that you hear?
That's
It's
like
the good,
almost
the negative.
breaking that generational curse,
Absolutely.
but you're afraid to.
Yeah. I just think too that the older generation has been through and seen a lot more than we
That's
have,
true.
and I think
That's
that
true.
sometimes that kind of wears on your mind.
It does.
and it carries over.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I can say that with my mom when I made the decision to be an entrepreneur. Like, she didn't understand that because she come from mama, when she was growing up, she had to work in the fields.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And that was Human by Tiffany J. See, I'm on it this time.
Listen, you was on it, honey.
I was saying it before the song went on.
Yeah, you did. You did that. And if you can go back, for those who are listening to the podcast, you can go and watch the YouTube live video. We were talking about being human while the song was playing.
Absolutely.
How to love our flaws. And when we left off that segment, you were talking about how you allowed the little girl to see that you had a birthmark, and she was able to be like, hey, I got one too.
Right.
So it's just those simple things to show other people that, we all got something.
Absolutely.
And love on every part of you, because it's going to be with you as long as you're alive,
Right.
Love yourself, flaws and all.
Right.
Flaws and all. That's awesome.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So how can people get in touch with you?
On my website, I am TiffanyJ.com. I am on all social media. I might not be totally active on them all, but I am on all of them.
I know how to get her.
Everybody does not have immediate access to my Facebook Messenger. I keep my chat turned off. But I'm on Facebook personally and brand-wise, Tiffany J. It is Tiffany J with no space. It's one word. Instagram, follow me. I am Tiffany _J is the only one that's different. All of my other handles are I am Tiffany J. Get me on Snapchat though, because I only got like 128 points. Like, I don't really know what that means. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Snapchat.
Get up in the Snapchat thing.
Okay.
But yeah.
I might have to try it out, I guess.
I've been trying, but anybody be saying nothing to me. I have one person that be replying to my snaps though. Like, you can just text me.
Right. Maybe she was trying to help you. I don't know how that works, so I don't know.
I don't either.
Yeah, anyways.
I can't. Yeah, that's something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Besides your book release,
Yeah.
what else do you have going on in the near future?
Well, this is live, right?
It is.
Next Thursday, August the 3rd, is Jazz Thursday with Tiffany J at the Fuskies. I think that's how you say it, on Main Street. I got a lot of gigs coming up. I will be performing at the historic Columbia Jubilee Festival, September.
Cool.
And I don't know, I have a lot of stuff coming up.
That's awesome.
It
So
is.
they just got to follow you.
Yeah, this year I was trying to be chill. I didn't set any goals
no
for
such thing.
2017.
What do you mean by that? Be chill.
I live my life so much. This is what I'm gonna do. All these goals, and then when I don't achieve them, it's like the world is over. So
It's not.
like this year, I was like, I'm gonna just chill, let God have His way. You know, whatever He has for me is for me. I'm gonna just go with the flow.
And then the doors just keep swinging open.
Yeah, because like at the beginning of the year, I wasn't writing a book. I didn't I wasn't trying to. It wasn't a goal or anything.
And now you're like about to release it. How
look at
things
that.
change.
Look at God in the 8th month, which is new
I
beginnings.
say, won't he do it?
Yes, he will.
Oh Lord, yes. I missed the sermon yesterday. I'm sorry.
Oh, we got it right
You
now.
just got a little nugget.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Oh yeah.
Did you want to sing a little something before we got out of here?
No.
But your
you don't
your
wanna
voice
sing?
is so beautiful.
What I need to sing?
You can.
Like normally if I sing, I feel like I sing human, but that just went off.
That's okay. It's
That's
nothing
okay.
like hearing it live.
Go ahead and sing a little bit.
I'm only human. Anticipate my slip-ups. Expect me to mess up. But will you love me anyway? Please forgive me. And just try to forget. I don't want to go in circles, I admit. Some fall in my past and life for a minute. 'Cause I'm only human.
Now y'all need to follow this girl here, cause she be singing
That's amazing.
with an A, singing.
She be singing too.
Hey, yeah, if y'all want to sing around though, they like $50.
Listen, get the single gram, yo.
Hey, I travel.
Oh my
I
gosh.
travel, but if I got to go outside the city limits, of course, you know,
You
pay a
know,
little
there's
extra.
be a little fluctuation in the price.
But yeah, I'm flexible though. I try to give you what you want. What you
Yeah,
ask
it was.
for.
Yeah, listen, it's worth it. Do that. Go to her website and book her for something. Huh?
You can book an epiphany with it. My name is Epiphany, a manifestation of God. But you can book an epiphany with Tiffany too. A lot of people try to get in my
Yes, that's
inbox
right.
trying to get all this advice about stuff. I'm tired of going to lunch for free.
Don't do
like
it.
y'all getting all this free stuff. So you can book an epiphany with Tiffany. I am TiffanyJ.com/epiphany.
Love it.
That's it, Tiffany. Thank you so much
darling.
for being our
Thank
guest
y'all. I
today
appreciate
and
it.
serenading us and our guests.
Thank you.
And
Every guest to serenade us.
yeah, I think
Is
we're gonna
that-
start doing that.
I mean, can they?
Oh, absolutely. If we ask.
Can I get you to? Because
No,
you sing.
it's
Oh,
thank you for joining Stop the
So-
Silence, and hey, Stop the
Thank you guys
Silence.
for tuning in.
Yes, thank you everybody for Dave with the fist. Thank you everybody for tuning in on
Thank you,
Facebook
guys.
Live and YouTube and Periscope.
Periscope.
We appreciate
Y'all still be
y'all.
on Periscope?
Yeah, child. Listen,
People be on, I ain't know that.
listen.
I ain't know people still be on
They
Periscope.
we might be the only ones. I'm not sure.
No,
That
plenty
happened
people on
when my
Periscope.
phone hot. I deleted
Really?
it because like my phone used to overheat when I used
Oh, wow.
Periscope and shut off.
Wow.
So I